Eat bread, potatoes, rice, carbs, without blood sugar, spikes. Health aura. Know it right. Live it light. What if I told you there's a way to enjoy your favorite carbs, like rice bread and potatoes, without sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride? Sounds impossible, right? That's exactly what I thought, too, until a health scare 3 years ago forced me to completely rethink how I eat. Since then, I've learned how to embrace carbs without the dreaded sugar spikes. And now I want to show you how to do the same. Not so you can binge on them daily, but so you can eat them smartly, guilt-free, balanced, and blood sugar-friendly. In this video, we'll unlock the secrets of resistant starch and reveal simple cooking hacks that can transform the way carbs behave in your body. Plus, I'll share a powerful tip, one ingredient that can slash the glycemic impact of your rice by nearly 40%. Curious? Yet, let's dive in. 1. Mastering carbs. The key to blood sugar control and smarter starch choices. When it comes to nutrition, we often hear about the three main macronutrients: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Each one plays a vital role in our health. But if you're trying to manage your blood sugar, carbohydrates deserve special attention. They're found in everyday staples like potatoes, yams, rice, beans, bread, corn, bananas, mangoes, and sugar. While these foods fuel billions of people across the globe, they can also cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, if not handled wisely. So what makes these foods raise blood sugar levels so significantly? It all comes down to starch, a complex carbohydrate made of long chains of glucose. Molecules, imagine a pearl necklace, where each pearl is a glucose unit. When you eat starchy foods, your digestive system breaks down these chains into individual glucose molecules. This glucose then enters your bloodstream, causing your blood sugar to rise. However, not all starch is the same. There's a fascinating type known as resistant starch, and as the name suggests, it resists digestion. Instead of being broken down in the small intestine, resistant starch travels to the large intestine, where it's fermented by beneficial gut bacteria. This fermentation process produces short-chain fatty acids that can help stabilize blood sugar, improve gut health, and even provide slow, steady energy. How can you actually apply this to your daily meals? The answer is simpler than you think. You can increase the amount of resistant starch in foods like rice or potatoes just by letting them cool after cooking, then reheating them before eating. You can also add vinegar, like apple cider vinegar, to your meals, which helps reduce the glycemic response. Pairing carbohydrates with fiber-rich vegetables, healthy fats, or lean proteins also slows digestion and reduces blood sugar spikes. Understanding the science of starch empowers you to enjoy carbs in a way that supports your health rather than sabotaging it. You don't have to give up your favorite dishes, just prepare them a little differently. With the right strategies, you can enjoy pasta night without fearing a sugar crash. Have you ever tried managing your carb intake? If you're ready to take full control of your blood sugar and embrace smarter eating, type CarbSmart in the comments and join the movement toward better health, one bite at a time. 2. The hidden journey of starch. How your body transforms potatoes into power or trouble. Imagine biting into a warm, comforting spoonful of mashed potatoes. Seems simple, right? But behind the scenes, an extraordinary transformation is already underway. A biological ballet that begins the moment starchy food touches your tongue. Your saliva, often overlooked, holds the key. It's rich in an enzyme called amylase, which instantly begins breaking down starch molecules into smaller sugars like maltose. This is your body's gentle nudge, whispering that fuel is on its way. But as you swallow, this gentle unraveling pauses. Why? The acidic storm inside your stomach temporarily shuts down amylase. Here, digestion doesn't stop. It prepares for a new phase. Once this starchy mixture reaches your small intestine, the real magic begins. Your pancreas steps in, neutralizing the acid and releasing a fresh wave of enzymes to continue where saliva left off. Amylase strikes again, converting complex starch into simpler sugars. Then comes the final act. Enzymes lining the small intestine break, maltose down into glucose, the pure energy your cells crave. Glucose slips into your bloodstream, ready to energize your muscles, brain, and heart. But here's where the beauty of biology turns delicate. Your pancreas releases insulin to escort glucose into cells. If insulin works well, your blood sugar stays balanced. But for many, especially those with insulin resistance, this process falters, leading to dangerously high glucose levels. Understanding this hidden journey empowers you. Choosing slower digestion, less processed starches isn't just smart, it's transformative. It's the difference between steady energy and dangerous spikes. This simple knowledge could change the way you eat forever. 3. Transform your carbs. The surprising science behind starch and blood sugar control. Have you ever wondered why two people can eat the same bowl of rice, but one ends up with a sugar crash while the other feels energized and stable? The answer lies not in the food itself, but in the hidden chemistry of starch. Something most of us never think about, yet it controls so much of how we feel after a meal. What if simply changing how you cook your food could transform the way your body responds to it? Let's unlock the secret. Starch isn't just starch. There are two key types that behave very differently in the body: regular starch and resistant starch. And understanding the difference can be a game changer for anyone concerned about blood sugar energy, crashes, or long-term metabolic health. Regular starch is found in everyday foods like white bread, most potatoes, and white rice. It's rapidly digested, flooding your bloodstream with glucose in a matter of minutes. This can lead to sharp spikes in blood sugar, often followed by sudden drops, which over time may contribute to insulin resistance, weight gain, and type 2 diabetes. But there's a more supportive form: resistant starch. As the name suggests, it resists digestion in the small intestine and travels to the colon intact. There it acts like a superfuel for your gut microbiome. Beneficial bacteria feast on this starch, producing short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and even strengthen the gut lining. This not only stabilizes blood sugar, but supports your immune system and mental clarity. Here's the magic trick: you can turn regular starch into resistant starch with a simple technique. Cook foods like potatoes or rice, let them cool in the refrigerator, then reheat them before eating. This process, called retrogradation, reshapes the starch molecules into a more resistant form. Studies show that this method can reduce the post-meal glucose spike by up to 40%. It's like alchemy in your kitchen. You're not just cooking, you're transforming the metabolic impact of your meals. So the next time you prepare a carb-rich dish, remember how you treat your food can change how your food treats you. Cook, cool, reheat, and take control of your blood sugar, one bite at a time. 4. The forgotten power of starch. a natural ally against blood. Sugar spikes. Have you ever wondered if a subtle shift in the way you eat could completely change the way your body handles sugar? What if the secret wasn't in cutting out all carbs, but in choosing the right kind? There's a hidden type of starch often overlooked and misunderstood that's quietly reshaping how we approach blood sugar control. It's called resistant starch, and its effects on your metabolism go far beyond ordinary nutrition. Unlike the typical starch found in white bread or mashed potatoes, resistant starch doesn't behave the same way inside your body. It doesn't break down quickly into sugar. In fact, it resists digestion in the small intestine and travels intact to the colon, where it becomes food for your gut's good bacteria. And this is where the magic happens. When those beneficial bacteria feast on resistant starch, they produce powerful short-chain fatty acids, especially butyrate, that act like chemical messengers, calming inflammation and enhancing your body's sensitivity to insulin. This matters deeply because insulin sensitivity is the key to unlocking stable blood sugar. It determines how efficiently your body can move sugar from the bloodstream into the cells that need it for energy. When your insulin works better, your blood sugar stays balanced. That means fewer crashes, less fatigue, and a reduced risk of developing chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes. It's a quiet revolution led not by restriction, but by a smarter kind of nourishment. And it all begins with a different way of looking at starch. 5. The secret to smarter meals: unlocking the power of resistant starch. Have you ever wondered if there's a simple trick to making your favorite starchy foods like potatoes, rice, or pasta actually better for your health? What if the way you prepare these foods could help you balance your blood sugar, feed your gut, and even improve digestion? The answer lies in something surprisingly powerful: resistant starch. But here's the catch: just eating carbs isn't enough. It's all about how you cook and cool them. This is where smart meal planning comes into play. We're not talking about strict diets or complicated recipes. This is about using everyday foods in a smarter way, by simply adjusting your routine in the kitchen. Small changes like letting your cooked rice sit in the fridge overnight or reheating your potatoes the next day can lead to major health benefits. You see, when starchy foods are cooked and then cooled, their internal structure changes. The starch reorganizes itself into a form that your body can't fully digest. This is what we call resistant starch. Instead of spiking your blood sugar, it moves through your digestive tract more slowly, feeding the good bacteria in your gut and helping you stay full longer. This process is completely natural, and it doesn't require any fancy ingredients or expensive tools, just a bit of planning. And the best part, the foods you already love can become even healthier simply by giving them time to cool and settle. In the next section, we'll walk you through a super easy method to turn your regular meals into resistant starch powerhouses. Let's dive in. 6. The hidden power of your drinks. What you sip can be just as impactful as what you eat, especially when it comes to managing your blood sugar. While many people focus solely on food, they often forget how beverages play a major role in glucose regulation. Let's start with something simple yet powerful: lemon or lime juice. These tart citrus fruits don't just flavor your water, they naturally contain citric acid, which can slow down the enzymes that break down starches in your digestive system. When this enzymatic activity is reduced, fewer starches are converted into glucose, leading to a gentler blood sugar response. Try squeezing fresh lime or lemon into your water before a carb-heavy meal. It's a small step that can make a big difference. Now, let's talk about vinegar, especially apple cider vinegar. This one's a double agent. It not only hinders the enzymes that break starch into sugar, but also enhances your muscle cells' ability to absorb glucose from the bloodstream. The result: less sugar floating in your blood, more energy for your muscles, and more stability in your levels. Consider mixing a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into water, 10 to 15 minutes before meals. Finally, wine may surprise you. While moderate amounts can briefly lower blood sugar due to its effect on the liver, this benefit is misleading. Alcohol disrupts the liver's ability to manage nutrients properly and can cause unpredictable drops or spikes, especially in people with metabolic conditions. So while a glass of wine might be enjoyable, it's not a reliable tool for glycemic control. Choose your drinks with the same care as your meals. 7. Apple cider vinegar, a natural ally for blood sugar control. Apple cider vinegar, especially when raw and unfiltered, offers more than just a tangy flavor. It's a hidden gem for blood sugar management. What makes it truly special is the mother, a cloudy, web-like substance rich in enzymes, proteins, and friendly bacteria that support gut and metabolic health. But its benefits go even further. The natural antioxidants derived from fermented apples can help reduce oxidative stress, enhance insulin sensitivity, and support overall cardiovascular function. For optimal results, try mixing 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw apple cider vinegar in a glass of water and drink it before meals, particularly before carb-heavy dishes. This simple habit may help slow down the absorption of sugars and prevent post-meal spikes. It's important, though, to consume it diluted to protect your teeth and stomach lining. When used wisely, apple cider vinegar becomes a powerful and versatile tool in your daily blood sugar strategy. 8. The hidden power of cloves, a sweet secret for blood sugar balance. What if a tiny spice tucked away in your kitchen cabinet could help transform the way your body manages sugar? Cloves, often overlooked and reserved for holiday baking, hold a natural magic that's both aromatic and medicinal. Beneath their bold scent and warm flavor lies a compound called eugenol, a powerful substance that has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and support healthier blood sugar levels. This isn't folklore, science backs it. Imagine starting your day with a cup of warm clove-infused tea. Just a teaspoon of ground cloves or 4 to 5 whole cloves, gently crushed, steeped in boiling water for 8 to 10 minutes, becomes a fragrant tonic. Add a hint of lemon or a dash of honey if your sugar levels allow, and sip your way into stability. Taken first thing in the morning or after meals, this tea could help your body better respond to glucose. But don't stop at tea. Cloves can sneak their benefits into your meals too. Add ground cloves to meat rubs or marinades for a subtle spicy twist with metabolic perks. Drop a few whole cloves into rice dishes like biryani for depth and a dose of wellness. Sprinkle ground cloves over oatmeal, stir them into smoothies, or blend them with cinnamon and nutmeg for a blood sugar-friendly spice mix. Let your meals work for you. With cloves' flavor and function go hand in hand, making every bite a step toward better balance. 9. The rice reset. A small shift. A big change. What if the key to steady energy and balanced cravings wasn't about cutting carbs, but simply cooling them? It sounds almost too simple, but the transformation can be profound. I remember when Cecilia, always the skeptic of health hacks, gave this method a try. She'd often feel sluggish after enjoying her beloved jollof rice, riding the sugar roller coaster for hours. Then one weekend, she followed the coconut oil trick, cooking the rice with a spoonful of oil, cooling it overnight, and reheating it the next day. That meal paired with sautéed vegetables left her full focused and energized. No crash, no cravings. Over time, this single change helped her feel more in control of her blood sugar and less dependent on midday snacks. Now she swears by it. It's not magic, it's resistant starch. Try it for yourself. Type rice reset in the comments and share your story. The smallest shift could change everything. Have you ever paused before a meal and asked yourself not just what to eat, but how to eat in a way that whispers health into every cell of your body? What if your next bite could become a step toward better balance, sharper energy, and protection against blood sugar chaos? The truth is, your meal doesn't begin with the first forkful. It begins before the plate is even served. Imagine preparing your body with a simple ritual, a small glass of water infused with fresh lemon or vinegar. This ancient trick doesn't just refresh, it gently signals your digestive system to slow down, preventing the spike and crash roller coaster that wears you down. Follow this with a crisp green salad, and you've already created a metabolic shield. These aren't just tips, they're tools to turn every meal into a calming, blood sugar-friendly experience. Now let's step deeper into the full picture, from what to eat first to how you move afterward, to the smart snacks that keep you steady until your next meal. Because mastering your blood sugar isn't about restriction, it's about rhythm. And once you feel the rhythm, your body begins to dance in harmony. Have you ever felt that wave of tiredness hit you hard right after lunch, when your eyes get heavy, and all you want is a nap or something sweet? I used to think that was just part of the afternoon slump, until I noticed a small habit my colleague Mark had. Before every meal, he'd quietly sip a small glass of water with lemon or a splash of apple cider vinegar. At first, I thought it was just a quirky routine, but when I asked him about it, he smiled and said, "It helps me stay sharp and keeps my blood sugar from going on a roller coaster." That got me curious, so I gave it a try. Just a tiny step lemon water or diluted vinegar before my meal, and soon I began to notice something different. I stayed full longer. My energy didn't crash like before. And that afternoon urge to grab something sugary, it slowly faded. Adding a small salad with leafy greens before my main meal made the effect even better. It's such a simple habit, but for me, it's made a real difference. If you're up for trying this pre-meal hack, type healthy hacks in the comments. Sometimes, the tiniest changes have the biggest impact. That's it for today. Now you know how to enjoy your favorite carbs without the sugar spikes, just by using resistant starch and a few smart cooking tweaks. If you've ever struggled with energy crashes or cravings after meals, now's the time to change that. Like this video to keep it in your saved list, drop a comment if you've tried any of these methods or plan to, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on powerful, practical health tips. See you in the next video.